Hi, welcome in. If you're here, you're stepping into your highest timeline, and I'm here to help you navigate that journey. I'm just going to tap in, get a channeled message from Spirit. We'll pull some cards. We'll go wherever the energy takes us. If at any point this message does resonate for you, hit that like button and comment so that you can claim this for yourself and also add energy back to the collective. All right, let me get tapped in. Tapping in now, Spirit, to the collective. Bring forth messages for their highest and greatest good. Remove me, make me a clear channel for your word. What message does the collective need in this moment, Spirit? Okay, I'm seeing you like flailing in a pool, like you're drowning. You're at the surface, but you're just like gasping for air and kind of freaking out. And like you jumped into this pool thinking that you would like be able to relax. You thought it was like 4 feet, and like the whole thing is 8 feet and or 12 feet even, because you keep trying to like go down just to like be able to push off, and it's such a deep pool that you can't even push off. So now you're like treading water and trying to get back up to the top, but you're like, shoot, like this is a total like I'm in over my head type feeling. Like you jumped into something and now you're drowning and you're in over your head. And you're like, how am I going to get out of this? I mean, you're just like, you can't get to the edges and you're freaking out a little bit, and you're like, just how am I going to get out of this? I get that you're like looking around, like, hello, like, does anybody else see me, or is there anybody that can help me? It's like your intentions were good. You were like, certainly I can do this thing. Certainly, I get it, like when you are like, certainly I can help someone, or certain, then like you get drawn into this thing and you're like, how did I get here? That's kind of how I'm feeling. So I'm getting like good intentions. You did something that seemed simple, that you didn't think it was this big risk, and now you're in over your head and you're fighting to stay afloat. And you're also like, how am I going to get out of this? Like, this is urgent and I need to get out of this. Let's pull some cards. I'm exhaling because the energy is so strong of your struggle, of your like, holy shit, I don't know if I'm going to get out of this. You're really, you're struggling. What more for this collective, Spirit? What do they need to know? I hope you guys are doing great. I hope if you're feeling underwater like you're drowning, that I hope Spirit has some good word for you on how you're going to get out of this. What more for this collective, Spirit? Okay, they're saying read the cards that are already out. Okay, so I've got the Page of Wands, which is somebody that is young, innocent, but takes bold action, takes passionate action. So what I'm getting is you were sweet, innocent, lovely, just like going about your trusting nature or whatever, and you were like, this looks fun, let's do this, like, and you jumped into something, you took that action, and maybe this is related to you falling in the pool, like, or you realizing, wow, now I'm in too deep, like, because you were naive, or I'm getting that this was like naive action that you took. Okay. And I'm getting that you didn't have all of the information that you needed. This is information coming in quickly. But what I'm getting from Spirit is information is going to come in to get you out of this situation. So this could be coming in via a person, via online, via, looking like a phone call, or just information delivered to you in some way, an email that is going to allow you to get the information you kind of needed from the beginning. But it's going to help you course correct is what I'm getting. What more for this collective spirit? What more for this collective spirit? What do they need to do right now besides, wait for information to come in? Okay. So, okay. So I'm getting speak your truth. Don't drown alone. It's time to speak up. You are drowning. Let's be real. You have gotten yourself in over your head. And I'm getting that like you're trying to pretend like, I've got this under control. And it's time to communicate. This is communication coming in fast. So maybe that communication needs to come from you. It is time, Spirit is saying, to call for a lifesaver. Okay? I'm drowning. I'm in over my head. Whoops. I took action and I didn't know, but now I do know. Now I have a lot of clarity, and this isn't going to work for me. This isn't working for me the way it is. I am drowning. So they say, Spirit's saying, use your Queen of Swords, which, yes, the Queen of Swords can be an ice queen. She can be a bitch. She can be like, this is what it is. So maybe you're drowning because like you don't want to tell somebody like, sorry, I committed to this and I don't feel like I can do it anymore, or sorry, but Spirit's saying this is something that you came here to work on. Like, don't get mad at yourself for being naive and taking the step. Spirit's saying this is what you're allowed to, like, be naive. You're allowed to try things out and take on a new adventure or whatever. You're allowed to do that. But the real learning isn't making the right choice in the beginning. The real learning is course correcting and speaking your truth and honoring yourself as things evolve. As you get more information about your situation, then you course correct, speak your truth, honor yourself in that. Spirit wants you to know that they want you to keep making bold choices. They want you to not be scared to trust. So they are happy that you like got into this situation. That's fine. It's not like, oh, I'm so stupid, I should have never gotten into that situation. No, you had to take this step to get where you are. You had to. And now that you have the information, what they're wanting you to exercise is how do you then honor yourself? The point of following your intuition is not to be right all the time. The point of following your intuition is to take action and then gain information and then choose based on your truth. Don't be so scared to say, oh, I made a mistake or whatever. I'm drowning. They said, bring it up. Say it. Okay? There's something about this that you're not saying, and you're sitting around and you're waiting. This is Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, not settling, trusting that something's going to come in for you. Don't sit there and trust without asking for it, okay? I'm getting, don't just sit there and trust that somebody's going to come in and going to come help you without you using your voice, speaking your truth to say, hey, I'm drowning, I need support. And what I'm getting is you will get that support. This is the Three of Cups. This is community. This is celebration. This is people supporting you, celebrating you. Okay, so maybe you're in a situation where you're racking your brain, Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, anxiety, all of that. Maybe you're in a situation where you've gotten yourself in over your head. You're feeling maybe imposter syndrome. You're feeling stupid for making the choice. You're feeling like you don't want to burden other people or whatever. And Spirit's saying this is the practice for you right now. Use your voice to say, I need help. You can even say, I was wrong. You can say, whatever your truth is about this situation, I am drowning. And you will have people that honor that and say, oh, thanks for telling us. And they will come around and support you. Okay? What more for this collective spirit? What more do they need to know? Okay, so I'm getting the 10 of Pentacles, which what I'm getting is that the 10 of Pentacles is like legacy, generational wealth, generational inheritance, what you're leaving behind for everyone else. And what I'm getting is this is a karmic pattern. This pattern where you try to do things for yourself. You get yourself in over your head, but then you beat yourself up for doing that, and then you kill yourself to like keep your head above water because you were the stupid one that opted into this thing, and that's how you feel like it goes. And they are saying, no, like the human experience is to choose. The bad part, the shadow part about you isn't the person that gets excited and jumps in and extends themselves. The part about you is the shadow part about you is the part that thinks you're not supposed to have community, that you're not supposed to have self-support, that you're not supposed to love yourself, that you're not supposed to be able to speak your truth because your truth might burden others. That's not how this works. The human experience was always meant to be reliant on others, to have the support of others, to have a community around you, okay? And I know that we're all taught that like independence is strength and all of that, but there is a way to be independent without being alone on an island and not ask anyone for help. People want to help. You want people to ask you for help, right? Sure, like we want to be helpful. This is a thing. This is the community that we're headed towards. So I get this is really part of your legacy, like your karmic legacy almost, or definitely not almost, like your karmic legacy. You came in this generation to fix this pattern of yours, break this cycle of yours, which is like, I have to do it all myself. And even when I'm underwater, I don't tell anybody and I keep my head down and I don't ask for support and I don't speak my truth. And Spirit saying, that's hogwash. Like, we need you to just expect that people would be okay with supporting you and feel okay and not completely like silly or devastated to say like, I need help. I need help. Okay. And I'm getting that this is part of your healing. This is on the bottom of the deck. So what you see or what's underpinning this. And I'm getting that this is part of your healing. Like there's part of you that allows yourself to drown. Maybe you've been drowning your whole life. Maybe you've been drowning for a really long time. Maybe you're barely keeping your head above water and you don't even know who the frick you would ask. Because you're like, everybody else is around me is drowning too. And Spirit says, that karmic cycle needs to heal. You need to be able to rest. You can't tread water forever. And it starts with, you might not have anybody to ask, but it starts with speaking your truth. At least acknowledge, I am drowning. Acknowledge it. I can't hold my breath much longer. I'm done with survival. This isn't thriving. I know I look like I do a lot because I'm in here and pretending that I have all my shit together, but this is fucking a lot. It's too much. Start saying that to yourself. Start admitting these things to yourself. And do you really want a bunch of people around you that love that you can hold it all together or that you can drown and never talk? No, you want people that like celebrate you and would support you and would never want you to be feeling like you're overwhelmed and drowning. Okay? So I get that this is part of your legacy is like healing this part of you so that because you're 10 of Pentacles, this legacy money, this abundance that's going to be bigger than you and all of that, it can't just be you. It needs a lot of people to come around and support it. You know, some of the best owners of businesses, of the biggest businesses, they know that they're going to hire people that are just smarter than them because they need that level of support. They think they deserve that level of support. And now they have a whole bunch of people that are smarter than them, doing more work than them, and they were the ones that just got the business together, right? They were just able to make all those connections and make the community where those people could work together to create something. So I'm just hearing like, done are the days. Done are the days where you're by yourself drowning. It's time to call in supports because what you're building and what you're trying to manifest, this legacy that you want for your life, needs a lot more than just you. Okay? And it starts with you being able to say, this is going to take more than me. I need help. Okay? Anything more for this collective spirit? I'm excited for you. Anything more for this collective spirit? Final, last message, final words here. Anything more they need to know or you'd like to leave them with? Yep, totally makes sense for the last message. I got the 9 of Wands in reverse. You are a wounded warrior. You are so used to handling it all. Challenge after challenge, adding a new thing to your back, and allowing people to just like, that's just what they do. They just burden themselves and the world burdens them and they just take it all on themselves. They don't delegate it to others. They just keep their head down quietly and they take it all on because you know what? When they were a kid, there was no option to delegate. There was no option to think that this isn't what they deserved. I can handle it. I've got this. And Spirit wants you to know, they know you can handle it. You are strong, but you don't need to handle it. And for what you're building, you can't handle it all. This is going to be bigger than you. This is going to be amazing. Like everything that you've asked for, it's going to take an army. So this is you putting your burdens down. This is you. I'm not being a wounded warrior anymore. I'm being a warrior with an army. I'm not carrying all the weight anymore. And at the bottom of the deck, and I've had this twice at the bottom of the deck. And I didn't say it the first time when I saw it, but the King of Swords. So this is King and Queen of Swords. This is you. This is you bringing your masculine and your feminine into balance where you can speak your truth on your feminine side and your masculine side. So this is like, whenever I see like the king and queen of the same suit, I think of balance of feminine and masculine. It can also be a divine partnership. Maybe you are a masculine that is going to find your feminine, or feminine that's going to find support in a masculine that is going to come in and support you. But also it can be that maybe when you've been drowning and you've been taking it all on, you've had toxic masculinity traits, or you've overgiven and over nurtured, which is toxic femininity traits. And for you to be evolved, you need to be the masculine that takes action, that knows his truth, that protects his truth, that protects the thing you're trying to build, doesn't kill themselves because they are building something bigger. That's the divine masculine, that protector, right? And the divine feminine nurtures and rests and is able to receive all of this good stuff, right? So I'm getting that really with the King of Swords at the bottom here. You are so strong. You've already proven that with being the wounded warrior. You've already proven that because you've treaded water for the last 9 years. You've already proven that because you are strong, okay? So now Spirit's just saying, take all that strength and put it into calling in your army, calling in your support, calling in anybody that's going to support you so that you're not spending all of your energy surviving, treading water, drowning, okay? It's time for you to know that your legacy is worth the support it takes to execute it, okay? And below the King of Swords, I get this really yummy money offering coming in. This is money, this is stability, this is safety, this is security. This is the bottom of the pool coming up to rise up to support you, and you going, oh, there is a bottom of the pool and I can stand up and I'm not drowning anymore. So this is an opportunity coming in that you will feel like you have a strong foundation. But Spirit's saying the strong foundation and opportunity doesn't come until you admit to yourself and to others, I'm underwater here and this isn't sustainable. That's the message. The lighthouse can show you the shore, but you still need to steer the ship. If any of that resonated, or you just want to claim your 10 of Pentacles for your legacy, for yourself, then comment and feed back to the collective as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until next message.